wanted to do a video today because I wanted to talk about something that I really think that does not get mentioned a lot, and it has to do with just what really is faith. A lot of people, you know, are in the point where they're going to a job where they hate, or either they really don't want to be there, or either they're doing something that they really don't want to be doing, or either they're, you know, in transition. And I think we all are in transition in certain places in our lives. Just a matter of reality. But here's the thing: in every case, first of all, I think one of the key things is you have to keep whatever vision, whatever you're working on before you. You have to keep that in the forefront, and that is so key. It's so important. And then the second thing is, I think, which will help you, will be knowing that you need a team. You need a group of people that will help you, that can see your vision, see where you're headed to, and help get you there. And the third thing I think is so important and so key is the time that you put into it. A lot of people that I hear, you know, whether I'm, you know, traveling, or whether I'm getting ready to do a show, or, you know, it varies wherever I'm going. People, when I tell them, I'm like, you know, what I do as far as with music and performer and recording, they're like, oh, I do music. Yeah, I play. I got a couple of songs, and it's great. We have a conversation, but after talking with them for a while, I begin to find out how serious they are. And you've got to look at it like this way. You've got to look at it as, you know, there's a passage, Bible passage that says, whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap. So if you're willing to put, say for instance, you're willing to put like 50%. People say a relationship is 50-50. I don't believe that. I think a relationship is 110 and 110. If both people are putting 110 and 110% in the relationship, then it's going to be healthy. It's going to be fruitful. So if you're willing to put 50 into, say, your key is writing, and you love writing, and you're putting 50% into that, then guess what? You're going to get 50 out. But if you put 120%, if you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and you go at it, and you go at it on your break, and you go at it whenever and you go at it for 6 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 11 hours a day, guess what's going to happen? You are going to see the results of that. And it's real simple. That whatever you sow, whatever you put in, you're going to reap. This is not some like quick get rich type of thing. This is just basically a principle that I think can kind of help perhaps get you to the next level that you want to be. You know, I don't share my goals and, you know, a lot of my, if you want to say, things that I've accomplished a lot. But I do share them from time to time, and then when I put them out, you know, people, sometimes they respond, sometimes they don't. I don't do it for response. I do it because I keep that vision before me. I realize that I'm headed somewhere, and when you realize that you're headed somewhere, and even though throughout that journey you've made mistakes, throughout that journey you have learned, but guess what? It's great because you know what not to do the next time. You know where not to go the next time. You know how to handle the situation differently. But the key thing out of all the points that I've given you is you've got to do it. You've got to, like, there's no other way about it. You know what I'm saying? There's no other way. You can't procrastinate and say, well, maybe I'll just wait for another day, or, you know, it is what it is. You have to be willing to put yourself out there. Yeah, people are gonna give their opinion. Yeah, people are gonna like, you know, your writing, or maybe they don't. And then you can have some people who don't. And you're gonna have some people who are gonna comment. And you have some people who don't think you should do it. At the end of the day, look, let me tell you something. You just need to do what is in your heart and purpose for you to do. And if it is that to do that full time, then you should be willing to, even in the extra time that you have, put your time into that, because what is going to happen is you eventually are going to see results from that, and you are going to see strides from that, and before you know it, you'll be at the place that you have set and that you have planned and prepared to be at. So yeah, man, I just wanted to, guys, I wanted to just like share that with you. Don't get caught up in the hype. Don't get caught up in the gossip. Just stay focused and keep everything that is trying to distract you out of your way. It's not that you don't mean to be disrespectful or to be rude. It's just that you realize that you're focused and you're heading in the right direction. Guys, I thank you so much for listening to your boy, for listening to my music, for rocking with me. I put the album out on YouTube. It's not the deluxe album, but it is enough, I think, for you guys to listen and to enjoy. The deluxe album will be released later on this month, and we're doing a show at Vampire in Beverly Hills. And I just want to say something really, really brief about that. I count it truly an honor and a blessing to get invited to do shows and places that I used to see on TV and Marvel. And I found that one key thing about this is being grateful. I'm not in competition with nobody. I'm not in competition with Usher. I'm not in competition with Drake. I'm not in competition with any artist. I'm not in competition. I'm trying to be the greatest to ever do this in music and in film with myself. So I'm in competition with being the greatest that I can be with the ability that God has given me. And I know that all of these other things, charts and awards, and those are just like bonus. It's like icing on the cake. That makes it all worthwhile. But I don't know, for you, your goals and your aspirations may be different, but you can get there. The main key thing is willing to keep it before you. You're gonna have obstacles. You're gonna have things that are gonna get in your way, but you've got to stay focused. Thank you guys so much once again, putting that music out there for you. Subscribe to this channel. I tell you, I got a lot of things that we're working on. But I thank you for being an audience willing to listen.
Leaning Orignial and Mr. Da Vinci, Robert De Niro, and